Can you use some tips on better communication? Stay tuned, and I'm going to share 7 active listening tips that can help you, especially during the holidays.
Welcome to the podcast where mental health is at the core of what we focus on. We strive to develop people like you to maximize who you are and what you've been called to do by sharing tools and resources for better brain health. And now here's your host, Juan Garcia.
Hey, welcome back to our podcast, Mind Yours, where we focus on mental health and peak performance. Today's Monday, and this is your Mindfulness Monday episode, and we want to focus on communication. We are in the middle of the holidays, and this is a time where we get together with family that perhaps we have not seen for a while. Obviously, we're doing it safely, and if you're doing that, you're probably also nervous, anxious, a little bit uneasy, because if you are a normal family, there are issues that arise or memories that are brought up or conversations that are had that always goes left, whether it's politics, whether it's religion, whether it's just misunderstandings or things that you disagree on. For some reason, there's always an issue, and it has to do with communication. So I figured I'd do a Mindfulness Monday episode to focus on how we can better communicate, especially with those that we care about the most. So here are 7 tips for active listening, and these are do's and don'ts of active listening. You ready for this? All right, and I'm hoping that you can apply this right away to your next dinner, meal, sit down, Friendsgiving, whatever you have in mind and have planned with those you love the most. Here it is. Number 1, very first tip for active listening is listen to understand and not reply. So do listen to understand. Do not or don't listen to reply. A lot of frustration comes up when we are in a conversation and you can see that the person wants to already say what they have in mind without you even finishing your thought. So make sure that you're not that person, you're not that guy, you're not that gal that's just kind of ready to chop your conversation in half because they already have what they want to say, and sometimes they even cut you off. So always remember to listen, to comprehend, and not to reply. Number 2, second tip for active listening is ask deeper questions. Don't provide solutions. I love to engage in conversation where open-ended questions are asked. And an open-ended question is a question that someone has to kind of develop a whole answer for. It's not a yes or no type of question. Those are closed-ended questions. Did you go to the store? Yes. Did you like it? Yes. Do you think you'll go back? No. Those are closed-ended questions. You have to ask open-ended questions. One of the things that I used to do with my kids when they were in school, well, my daughter's still in high school, but she's almost finished, and she's the smartest one in the family anyway. So, but when they were younger, to engage in how their day went, I would ask questions like, so what was the best part of your day? And they would just have to analyze and think and bring about some kind of question that was not a yes or no. Or I would say, what was the most challenging part of your day? So those are great ways of asking open-ended questions so that you engage more in conversation. Now, number 3, train your mind. Don't be distracted. It is so frustrating for people to be engaged in conversation and you can tell that the person drifted away. The person is long gone. You're in the middle of a story, and I know there are people that just don't know how to get to the point as quickly as you may prefer. I know that there are people that just go on and on. So engage in a way where they can get to the point without you so blatantly wandering off into the sunset in some other world where the person feels offended or you can tell that it's not, going well. So please train your mind, focus on what's being said. Don't be distracted. Okay, next one. Avoid interruptions. You ever get that one person that you're talking to them and they pull out their cell phone? They get notification, or their watch is being, alerted and they're getting notifications. We live in the world of dings and bings and so many distractions. What happens when 2 or 3 or a group of people can engage in conversation and you actually look at each other's in the face, in the eye, you make eye contact, you actually follow what the person is saying? I mean, that is rich conversation that provides healthy relationships. So please, please, please avoid interruptions. Okay? All right, here we go. Number five, slow down and practice silence. Silence may be awkward at first, but it is so important. Sometimes we just want to go ahead and have everything to say and every thought to provide, every rebuttal, sometimes silence and just reflection is important. And so please slow down and give a chance to the person to explore, have something to say when the conversation is being engaging. Okay. Number six, withhold judgment. Now, this one is hard because you done heard somebody say something crazy and you're like, you have to tell your face not to react, right? You're like, what in the world did they just tell me? So you have to practice withholding judgment. Avoid preconceived notions. Sometimes we think we know where this is leading. We think we know what the person decided to do, even though they're in the middle of their story and it could change drastically. And maybe they're prepping us and there's a twist at the end. So avoid or withhold judgment. And number 7, take nonverbal cues. Listen beyond words. Sometimes if you're sharing something and the person is obviously showing that they either have to go or they have to go to the bathroom. You ever talk to someone and the person just wants to be so respectful and they're listening, but they're kind of bouncing and they're bouncing and they're bouncing and they're trying to tell you, I got to go to the bathroom. So make note and take nonverbal cues and just be mindful that communication is key. As human beings, we have a lot of ways to connect with each other. And one of the best ways to connect with each other is spending time together and sharing life, doing life together and sharing stories. And if we have communication issues, these stories go unheard, untold, and these times that we can share are missed. We build walls and we distance ourselves, and then we can't build upon the relationship that we were meant to have. And so I believe that working on active listening and this communication piece is essential for us as human beings to continue to embrace each other, to love each other, to support each other, to be there for each other. Because if you know what we're experiencing today, you know that now more than ever we need each other for support. So thank you for listening, and thank you for providing the support that you have in this holiday season. Please, please, please be more mindful of your communication. Connect with people. Be present. Don't get distracted so easily. Enjoy each other's company. Enjoy your family. As we know, life is short. And God has a plan and a purpose for each and every one of us that we have to be responsible to live out. So be well, live long, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you for tuning into our podcast. For more information, visit our website at juangarciaenterprises.com. Our host, Juan Garcia, is available for speaking, coaching, and one-on-one counseling. You can email us at info@juangarciaenterprises.com. Until next time, remember, we only have one mind, so mind yours.